Okay, so for today's video, we are going to be going through the entire patch that was released on December 15th from top to bottom. I'm just gonna rifle through every single patch update that was pushed out into Warzone. We're just gonna rifle them off from top to bottom. The reason why I like to do these videos is because I find a lot of people going through a whole article. It's, a lot of people don't like to do it. I used to watch videos like this all the time before I ever even thought of making videos about this or making videos at all. And it was literally just a person sitting there scrolling through the updates, talking about them. And I always found them extremely informative, extremely helpful, because sometimes when you're going through the article, you might miss something, or some people just don't like to read. They don't like to go through articles and read. Maybe they're reading all day and they just want to watch a video that'll cover it for them. So that's exactly what this video will be today. And the videos going forward that I do like this, they're literally just the update, the patch notes from the update that is released in the games that I'm playing, and just going through it from top to bottom. So let's do it today, right now. This patch was released on December 15th. It's patch 1.50.0. So starting with gameplay, weapons that spawn across Caldera have been adjusted for the following: ground loot, supply box loot, contract rewards. Now, I'm not sure the exact specific changes that they did. And since the update, I haven't even actually played. The amount of loot that there is, and you can probably attest to this in the comments if you play, it is crazy, right? Like, you have guns everywhere, there's loot boxes everywhere, and I actually think it's really good. So I don't know if there's just an adjustment to that, like they say, right? It says adjustment. I don't know if it's a specific adjustment or if it's less or more, they don't say. And then to the ground loot, supply box loot, and contract rewards, they made adjustments to all that. It's pretty vague, right? We don't really know what they're talking about in reference to that, but they made adjustments to it. Okay. What does that even mean? Bug fixes. Fixed collision issues where various elements across Caldera, allowing players to exploit, peek, shoot through them. Fixed an issue causing placeholder images to appear in various store bundles, previews, and or purchases. Fixed an issue causing placeholder text to appear on social menu. Fixed an issue with the marksman rifle Charlie, where the focus gun perk would drastically increase flinch resistance. Fixed an issue where the Type 99 Vanguard could down players in one hit to the upper torso. That's awful. Terrible. Fixed an issue where the PPSH-41, the Vanguard, and the Owen gun were dealing more damage than intended. So we're getting into the weapons a little bit here, and they made tons of adjustments to weapons, and they kind of clarify what an adjustment is. And it would have been nice if they'd done that for the very first part when they opened up, because they said have been adjusted. Down here, they say the adjustment means something specific in reference to the weapons. We don't really know what that means in reference to the ground loot, the supply box loot, and the contract rewards. That'd be nice to know. So for weapons, as many of the changes below pertain to recoil, we felt it was necessary to clarify the language used. Recoil adjustment. Recoil pattern has changed, so that's what they mean by that. Recoil deviation. Amount of randomness in the recoil pattern. Recoil increase or decrease. Magnitude has changed. Okay, fair enough. So let's hop into the ARs. Assault Rifle Alpha, recoil adjusted. Assault Rifle Charlie, recoil increased. Assault Rifle Hotel, recoil greatly increased. The Cooper Carbine maximum damage decreased to 1200, down from 1350. Neck damage multiplier decreased to 1.2, down from 1.3. Lower torso damage multiplier decreased to 1, down from 1.1, and the recoil increased slightly. That's good to know. That gun apparently was extremely good. I only used the ground loot version, but people who leveled it up, I heard it was performing extremely well. The Volksturm Gravir, neck damage multiplier decreased to 1.2, down from 1.5. The lower torso multiplier decreased to 1, down from 1.1. And the ADS speed decreased by 19%. That's drastic. That is a huge hit on that ADS speed. All right, so for the handguns, the Closser, neck damage multiplier decreased to 1.2, down from 1.5. The machine pistol, maximum damage decreased to 215 units, down from 225. Second damage range decreased to 450 units, down from 600. RATT, neck damage multiplier decreased to 1.2, down from 1.5. And the top break, neck damage multiplier decreased to 1.2, down from 1.5. All right, into the light machine guns, the MG82 recoil deviation increased. Thank the Lord. MG42, the ADS speed decreased by 9% and the recoil increased. Thank the Lord. Those are good changes. The Marksman Rifle G43 recoil adjusted, and the Marksman Rifle Charlie flinch resistance increased by 19%. So just to be very specific here, the G43 recoil adjusted for the marksman rifle. So if we go back to the top, recoil pattern has changed. So maybe if the recoil pattern for the G43 was up to the left, maybe it's just going up, or maybe it's just going less to the left kind of in between. It's probably more like that. Like if it went up to the left before, it's probably just changed in that direction a bit and less drastic. That's just likely what that is. The combat shotgun, maximum damage range decreased to 140 units, down from 150. Second damage range decreased to 220 units, down from 240. The Einhorn revolving, maximum damage range increased to 160 units, up from 140. Second damage range decreased to 220 units, down from 230. And the Gracie auto, second damage amount decreased to 20, down from 22. Third damage amount decreased to 14, down from 18. Maximum damage range decreased to 140 units, down from 160. And second damage range decreased to 300, down from 325. All right, into the sniper rifles now. 3-line rifle. Maximum damage range increased to 95 from 92. Minimum damage increased to 78 from 75. The neck damage multiplier decreased to 1.5, down from 2. Lower torso damage multiplier decreased to 1.06, down from 1.1. Upper extremities damage multipliers decreased to 1, down from 1.1, and the ADS spread increased by 16.6%. So you're going to be looking down those sights 16.6% quicker. While these seem like extreme changes to the damage potential of the 3-line rifle, rest assured its attachments still provide a considerable boost to lethality. So you just got to make sure you're knowing what you're putting on there. And those things are easy to look up. I always just type it on Google. Best loadout for whatever gun in Warzone. Those guys always cover it. It's awesome. Very helpful. Gorenko anti-tank rifle. Minimum damage decreased to 102, down from 108. Minimum damage range increased to 4,096 units, up from 2,048. Neck damage multiplier decreased to 1.8, down from 2. Bullet velocity increased by 22%. Kar 98K Vanguard flinch resistance increased by 19%. Now, there's a clip I'm going to post here. You can watch as I'm kind of talking about it. Modern Warzone on Twitter, he's rifling a guy from up above a crane or some kind of platform, and the guy's getting completely rifled and just one shot, instant down. So the resistance, the flinch resistance needed to be increased drastically, and that's a good thing, just about 20% there. Swiss K31 flinch resistance increased by 19% as well. The Type 99 maximum damage range increased to 96, up from 92. Minimum damage range increased to 82, up from 75. And the neck damage multiplier decreased to 1.7, down from 2. Into the submachine guns. Owen guns, recoil adjusted, PPSH, recoil adjusted. The stand recoil adjusted, ADS move speed decreased by 10%. Okay. Submachine gun Charlie, recoil adjusted. The M1912, which is the Tommy gun, recoil adjusted, move speed decreased by 1.2%. And the ADS move speed decreased by 4%. So some changes made to the attachments here. We're just rifling through this quick. So attachments. Top break. The M15 shot shell maximum damage range decreased to 18, down from 25. The second damage amount decreased to 14, down from 15. Maximum damage range decreased to 180, down from 197. And second damage range decreased to 278, down from 315. Gun perk, so this is for steady. Firing move speed multiplier decreased to 4%, down from 5.5. ADS firing move speed multiplier decreased to 3.5%, down from 4. So magazine adjustments, the 3-line rifle, 7.62 by 54mm R 5-round fast mags. Magazine capacity increased to 5 from 3. That makes sense. 3 is just not enough. And for the Kar 98K, the 8mm Clauser 5-round fast mag, magazine capacity increased to 5, up from 3. Yeah, those are good changes. Getting to the bottom, the most important thing, Ricochet anti-cheat. Stay tuned for an update from Team Ricochet later today, and we know that it went live. A lot of people are getting completely screwed over, and they've screwed themselves over. So it's a good thing to see finally that this thing is live and taking over the game and fixing issues. I remember the first time talking about it, the Ricochet anti-cheat, and it was just like, it seemed like it was so far away, right? And I can't wait to hop into it this weekend and get some hours in, and just rest assured that there's no cheaters. And I'm believing that I'm not going to run into it, and believing that this is going to fix the game as far as cheating goes, because it was so infested. Bug fixes. Fixed collision issues with various elements across Caldera, allowing players to exploit, peek, shoot through them. Fixed an issue allowing players to duplicate weapons. Fixed an issue allowing players to infill prematurely. Fixed an issue causing players to experience frame rate drops if respawning with the player title and calling card frame equipped. Fixed an issue causing the voice chat output device setting to revert back to default communication device. Fixed an issue preventing Vanguard seasonal challenges from appearing and or tracking properly. Fixed an issue where EMT recoil was not being properly increased. fixed an issue causing the K98 Scout 10 times telescopic optic to incorrectly increase aim down sight speeds. Fixed an issue causing players to unintentionally ADS in and ADS out. Weapons, general. The Type 100 8mm Nambu 20 round mags attachment name has been updated to 8mm Nambu 30 round mags. The assault rifle, Hotel, recoil increased. Light machine gun Charlie, neck damage multiplier decreased to 1.4 down from 1.5. And then back to attachments here, some adjustments to them. Magazine, assault rifle Hotel, 6.5mm Sakura 75 round mags, move speed decreased by 2%, ADS move speed decreased by 3%. The 8mm Clauser rifle, 50 round mags, move speed increased by 2% and ADS move speed increased by 2%. So that'll be today's video. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. That's every little bit of update that came out December 15th, 2021 for Warzone Caldera. And we have lots to look forward to. I'm just looking forward to playing Warzone Pacific and believing that I'm not going to run into any cheaters, and that Ricochet Anti-Cheat has fixed these issues. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.